Okay, so my name is Herrerra, and I'll be talking to you about juvenile delinquency. So being the sociology criminology major that I am, the way a society functions interests me, but mostly adding delinquency to the picture will make me stay up all night pondering the impacting questions to why this is such a problem and trying to figure out the underlying root of this issue. So delinquency is defined as a conduct that is out of accord with accepted behavioral law, according to the Merriam-Webster Dictionary. This is where society faces the beginning cycle of non-law-abiding citizens under the age of 18 and with the possibility of them spiraling down into further law breaking and introduction to juvenile justice system. So juvenile is a person that is not yet developed or immature, and deviant is the behavior which does not conform to significant norms held by most of the members of a group. These aren't necessarily legal, they don't violate the law, but they can be punishable in different ways. So the main focus of this societal issue is juvenile delinquency. Juveniles in the state of Colorado are considered from the age of 10 to 18. These laws that they are breaking are referred to as status offenses. And like I said before, they're not criminal charges, they're just like a slap on the wrist with a fine that's attached to it. Some of these include curfew, running away, drinking alcohol, basically anything that applies to a child. So adults can't get in trouble for any of this. More serious crimes that youths have committed are like murder, felony theft, and more violent crimes that result in harsher sentencing, longer times, and they actually have to be committed to a facility. This is a serious issue because of the people in which it impacts. First off is society. So our American society functions based on morals, which are unwritten codes or expectations about crime and delinquent behavior. So we label what is considered deviant or not. Society is a victim because of the damage that it first-handedly is done, such as vandalizing as property or taxes that we have to pay when these juveniles are sent to a facility or have to have a program completed. Second is family members. These people are referred to as secondary victims, and secondary victims are those who are not immediately involved in the crime. So they're not physically injured, but they deal with the emotional part of seeing their juvenile go through this. And lastly is the offender himself. So he ultimately has to pay the price for the offense that he did. He has to pay the fines or do the time, go through the programs, or just the overall process that it takes him through. So depending on how the case was handled, determines how the youth is to turn out. So this means either it deters him from crime, where he will no longer commit any future crimes, or he'll continue to commit crimes and they actually get more and more harsher and violent. The main goal that the system tries is to put the youth through any program rather than just locking them up. They try to punish as well as rehabilitate, and this is a goal towards making the youth a better law-abiding citizen that can successfully function and contribute to society, like I said before, admitting them to a facility. The steer away from a facility is important because we don't want to label that child, because the repercussions are far more damaging than not. So according to the labeling theory by a couple of sociologists like Cooley and Mead, they found that how behavior is reacted to will determine whether it is defined as deviant or not. Some programs that are alternatives to getting locked up are probation, which 60% of youth are sentenced to, rehabilitation, which is just a personalized treatment to help them kind of get better, and restorative justice, which is an agreement between the victim and the offender, where they agree to pay, the offender will pay for whatever damage he has done. Actions that prevent this type of behavioral problem to stop it ultimately start at parenting. So parental control, support, and monitoring was proven to be an important factor in delinquent behavior, because it all starts with alcohol abuse, drug abuse, and antisocial behavior. So knowing what your kid is doing, who your kid is doing it with, and why they're doing it is really important. So the more parental monitoring, the less likely they are able to take part of any delinquent behavior. So it is really important to stay involved. Supporting and encouraging your child is also impacting the situation. You just have to make them feel loved, because when they feel like they have a parent on their side and someone backing up their decisions, they're less likely to experiment and do deviant acts. We are coming to that age where little humans running around this world are seeming more of a reality. So to make it a better place for you and I, just remember that you as a parent play the most important role and a key factor in making our society function very successfully. Thank you.